Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Whip Up Wednesday recipe. My name is Christina. If you guys do not know me from the center, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a pumpkin cheesecake. With the upcoming holidays, it's going to be perfect to share with the family that you live with. So just keep on watching the video. You have all the supplies and let's get to baking. In this food processor is the pecans, some crushed up graham crackers, a half cup of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to be putting in a half cup of packed brown sugar. And we only need 1 egg yolk. You're also going to take this stick of butter, and right here you can see the measurements. So you're going to put in the food processor 2 tablespoons. Obviously in this clip I am using a food processor to chop up and mix the crust, but if you do not have one, you can just chop up the pecans really finely with a knife, crush up the graham crackers by hand, and make sure you combine really well all of the ingredients, just to make sure that when you put it in the pan that you have a crust that will stick together. So for the pan, we did butter the bottom and line the bottom with some parchment paper, so if you have it, do that. Put the graham cracker pecan crumb into the pan and spread it out pretty flat, and then you want to take something like a cup and just smash it down, not too hard so it won't come out of the pan, but just enough so it can cook together and form a solid crust. We're now going to work on the filling of the cheesecake, so you're going to need 2 large bowls. For the pumpkin puree portion, you're going to need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of allspice, a half teaspoon of nutmeg, and a half teaspoon of salt. Now you're going to take those spices and you're going to put it into your bowl with your 2 15-ounce cans of pumpkin puree. To that pumpkin, we're also going to add 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and you're also going to add 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. In a separate bowl, crack 5 eggs to add to the pumpkin. To the 4 8-ounce containers of cream cheese, you're going to add 2 packed cups of brown sugar. Now this is one of the steps where having a handheld electric hand mixer would be really useful. If you don't have one, you can also do it by hand. It's just going to take a little bit more time. So now I'm just going to cream the brown sugar and the cream cheese together. Here you just see me starting to add the pumpkin puree mixture that we had just made before into the cream cheese and brown sugar mixture. So you're going to just, once you combine the cream cheese and brown sugar, you're going to take that and pour in bit by bit the pumpkin puree. So we're going to take the crust that we made earlier, the pan, and we're going to take some aluminum foil, and we are going to put a layer on the bottom so the bottom's covered, and then we are going to line the outside of the pan with the aluminum foil as well. Now, a very important part of making a cheesecake is making sure that it cooks in a water bath. So you're going to place your cheesecake in a pan that's bigger than the one that you're cooking your cheesecake in. So you're able to fill it up halfway up your cheesecake with boiling hot water. And once you put that boiling hot water in there, you can close it up and let it bake for an hour and a half at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. So once the hour and a half is done, you are going to turn the oven off completely, crack open the oven, and let the cheesecake sit in there for another hour. After the hour of sitting in the oven with the cracked door, you can take the cheesecake out, take it out of the water bath, remove the aluminum foil, and let it sit out to cool completely. After a few hours, you can open up the latch and slowly and carefully lift it off the cheesecake, and there you have it, a pumpkin cheesecake.